Hey everybody, it's Rodney Dewson. I'm from Florida. I'm a firefighter paramedic, and like many of you, I have a Brog obsession. So what you're looking at here is the Brog tool bag. And as you can tell by the name tape on here, I have made this my adventure bag. And what I put in here is those things that I can just never find a place for. Those things that I'm not really sure where they go, but I know I'm gonna need them. So it works out really well. I can slide it in with all my other bags. That's what I like about it. It goes in line with my large first aid bag, my tool bag, my recovery bag. A lot of times what I will do is I will shove in something that I may need to get to a little bit faster. And I have these wrappets that I use for everything, whether it's your tent tie downs, bungee cords, ratchet straps on trucks. They just keep things from blowing around. I love to carry a couple extra of these with that. And then I always carry I have this little gifted thing from work, seatbelt cutter and a window punch. So in the first bag, a lot of us have fridges and a lot of us have multiple cords and fuses and things that we need to help power that fridge, whether it's going from a power supply or your vehicle. So in this first pouch, I always carry my house plug in case I stop at a hotel or a lodge or something like that, or I'm at a friend's house. I can always pull that fridge out and charge it and run it with this fridge plug. I threw in some extra batteries because it never fails. I always need batteries for my light, so I carry those in here. And then I have a spare fridge plug for DC. So you never know when you're gonna need an extra fridge cord, especially in your vehicle. So a lot of you guys use fridge slides. A lot of you guys pull your fridge back and forth and in and out, and they're near drawers or seats. And it never fails that you will cut the cord or crank the cord. And if you look closely, you can see that I've already put this one back together once. So this one became my spare cord. It's nice to have a spare cord so that you don't have to stop wherever you're at and fix this cord or fix your fridge. And then I always carry extra ends with fuses in them. And these go into your 12 volt to plug into your cigarette lighter. So I always carry a spare couple of these also. And then I carry the fuses to go with them. So this is my little spot where I know I can come to, grab my power cords, grab my batteries, grab my fuses for my fridge. And that stays at the top of the bag where all I need to do is just unzip it and I can get to it. The next pouch we have, I carry multiple headlamps with batteries. Then I carry my 12 volt USB LED lights for camp. So if I want to string these up inside the tent, if we need extra light around the tent on the rack, something like that, I always carry these. And that just it keeps it nice and organized. So that's one of the ways I keep everything in there for my lights. It's very important to have my lights in a certain place. This next pouch is kind of one of those strange things. Last year, we went out on about a week-long trip into the mountains, and I needed something to put shower pouches in because we just had no water, and it was very cold. So I wanted to find something to use to clean up with, and somebody had recommended going with the shower pouch. So a shower pouch is when you do have that lack of water, running water, not so much the drinking water part. I mean, you could use that. But when you want to just clean yourself up, maybe clean those nasty pits out or wipe your face off, these are a medium-sized towel, but they come in different smells, different ways to make you smell clean without taking a shower. And then you can roll them up and trash them. So they do work really well for those trail stops where you just want to kind of spruce yourself up a little bit. One of the things that I've found that I always need is ratchet straps. Ratchet straps are always really nice to have, whether you buy something at an event, that's bigger than your vehicle, or you need to strap something down, or you need to do a trail repair that might require you to move the axle or an A-arm or something like that, control arm. Ratchet straps are always nice to have. So I always carry 4 of them, and they fit in here fairly well and very organized. So we're down to the last one. This is kind of my large throwdown Velcro. And I carry a couple things in here that don't really fit into any one category for me to spread them all out. So in here, we always carry some bug spray, some sunscreen, I carry a repair kit for my air mattress because nobody wants to sleep on the ground. So that's all it's nice to have. Can of Spam. Cannot go wrong with Spam, especially in the metal container. Can be heated up, cooked, and eaten right out of that, so that's nice. And then this I keep separated because I always feel like if I want to just bring this down to wherever I'm going to make fire, if I don't have it near my camp and I want to take it, I carry everything, every different form other than a bow and a string and a piece of wood to make a fire. So I have some fire starting materials in different forms, and these are all synthetics that use fuel-based stuff in them, whether it's a jelly or an oil or something like that. So I use these, I carry these. Then I carry your traditional match, waterproof match container with a striker. So that's all it's nice to have. And then I will carry a good old lighter. And then I will also carry a ferro rod and striker and a knife. And with that knife, handy dandy sharpening stone, good for fish hooks, good for knives. It's nice to keep things sharp, so I always carry that, never leave home without it. So that's the contents of my adventure bag. Everybody's adventure bag could be different. Everybody goes on different adventures. Mine changes quite frequently. Sometimes I may add things, sometimes I might take things out. I am from Florida, so our adventures are based on the coastline or hot weather. When I come here to visit my friends in Brog in Virginia, I always have to bring stuff for cold weather, building fires, keeping warm, having a Spam for a snack. You never know when the boss man gets hungry. So if you guys want to get your own adventure bag, you can find this large tool bag and repurpose it yourself. And you can get that at BlueRidgeOverlandGear.com. Have a good day.